it's me. Good morning, everyone. I'm the moderator of the channel Racisme Parking. Just in case you are landing or you have discovered my video of the page Rate My Parking, which is essentially a page where you have these videos about parking maneuvers and takeoff on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, etc. So today I'm not going to talk about parkings. Today I'm not going to talk about reverse parking or whatever. Today I'm going to talk about Rishi Sunak. Now my cameraman is Tricked Mercy. This is the first time he's ever had to use the camera there, the phone, to film me during live broadcast. So just a bit, just be a little bit nice to him. Everyone has a start, everyone has a beginning, and this is short. If you follow this channel, I made a video recently, about 2 days ago, about Rishi Sunak bid to become the next prime minister. Now, this video essentially was about the difficulty or the attempt by the establishment to just focus on when you're filming, you focus on your objective. The objective is me, not something else. So the reason why the prime ministerial race recently was because I sensed that there was an attempt to discredit Rishi Sunak, or to stop him from becoming the next prime minister, because he was a point-blank favorite to win the race, the prime ministerial race. This is the man who fought. This is the man who handled COVID. This is the man who brought the first economic package in the whole world that everybody else followed. Everybody else followed this. Everybody else ended up following this policy, this recovery policy, this financial support policy about the COVID. Otherwise, the economy would have been dead. Now, he was working for Boris Johnson, and Boris Johnson somehow has been unburied from his graveyard, wherever he was, to be brought back alive and presented to the contest. So out of nowhere, when everybody knew, because Liz Truss, well, she failed. Okay, well, the guy who should have won it anyway didn't win it because he was Indian descent. He was not a white candidate. This is the man that should have won the race. This shows you how far we have traveled so far. We've gone so far with racism, and it should in the future to push this battle a lot closer to what reality and normality is. So Rishi Sunak should have won the race against Liz Truss, because Liz Truss, she has no background on economic crisis. We were in an economic crisis when Liz Truss was elected. We were in a war in Ukraine. We're involved in a war. We're coming from the pandemic. Times are hard. We needed somebody with a good economic plan to get us out of trouble. And what happened? We just had the Conservative Party. Instead of choosing the obvious, they went round the block and chose the wrong person, the wrong candidate. And now the wrong candidate got on the seat and got ejected from the seat by poor performances. So now we're going back to starting line again. New prime ministerial race. Richie Sunak, clear favorite. Then within hours, they bring Boris Johnson back to the race. Who does that? Boris Johnson. Premiership is very controversial. He's still under investigation. He resigned because of his handling of some of the COVID restriction that he apparently has been breaking the rules that he set himself. Or therefore, his party, you remember the wine and dine and wine parties and stuff like that. So his party decided to get rid of him. Now, when the party decided to get rid of him, Richie Sunak put his candidacy to become the next prime minister, but they didn't choose him. And I didn't choose him, and I believe it's because race had something to do with that. Now that Liz Truss, who was the only clear favorite to do it, has failed, well, we're going back to the drawing board. So Richie Sunak has to be the man. Everyone knows he's the man. That's the crazy thing. Everyone knows he's the man. But then they brought a ghost. A ghost to the name of Boris Johnson. The guy was on holiday. The guy had to stop his holiday and come back to the race. He had to stop his holiday, come back to the race to become prime minister. He had to stop his holiday, rush back to the UK, announce, well, I don't even know whether he announced his candidacy. I think he did. But then, no, I don't think he announced it. Clearly, he was assembling a team and everything. But they said he needed 100 MPs. Everybody needed 100 MP to even be candidate. So he's claiming that he got 102 MPs. But a couple of days, well, the next day, which is Sunday. Was it Sunday morning? Sunday afternoon. Well, he decided to withdraw from the race. And guess what? Richie Sunak is the only favorite and reliable candidate to win. So he's going to be the next prime minister. There's not even any need to have an election. Well, they have to have one because under the name of democracy, somehow they have to have one. But Richie Sunak is going to be the next prime minister. Now, this is very important information for us. As an immigrant, as somebody who has come to live in the United Kingdom here, this for our children, this is a textbook example of what we want them to become. We want them to believe that racism does exist, but don't dwell on racism to justify your failure. Don't dwell on it. Work hard. Be the best, whatever you do. This guy is the best economist in the world. He's like top. He's top 5.
10 minutes.
Yeah, we're gonna continue to 15. He's the top economist, and he knows his craft. He knows. So when you have talent, raw talent, pure talent, you will win whatever battle you have. When you have raw talent, you will win the battle. You will win every battle that you have when you have raw talent. They find it hard or difficult to ignore you when you are the best. When you are the best, it doesn't matter whether you're black, you're Asian, you're Chinese, you're, I don't know, mixed race, whatever. Your talent, your experience, your work, your knowledge, your knowledge will speak for you. Your knowledge will sell your image. Your knowledge will defend your right. Yes. So we have to tell our children, we have to use this as an example, textbook example, and teach our children, our black children, our Asian children, our Chinese children, to say, look, don't fail yourself because of the color of your skin. Racism is not over. Racism will not finish. Racism has not ended in America since Obama was president, right? However, there has been a progression. That's why we can see today when Black Lives Matter goes on a protest, we see a lot of white people joining the protest. You see a lot of young people joining the protest. That is a change, and we need to continue in that path. But as for black parents that have children who struggle, they come here to do cleaning, they come here to work in care homes, they come here to work in hospital, they come here to do hard jobs, to work at Asda, Tesco's, Sainsbury's. They wake up in the morning, they do 6 to 5 work, 6 to 5 every day. They struggle with childcare. And when they have their children, they tell their children, look, you can become prime minister in this country if you want, because there was one that became prime minister. You can become a doctor if you want. There was one that became a doctor. You can become an engineer if you want. There's one that became an engineer. You can become a president if you want. There's one that became a president. But the only thing they cannot become is becoming a king. We all know that's not going to happen. A black king in England. Is it going to happen, Blessing? A black king in England?
I hope.
You hope so?
Yeah.
You'll probably be the first black king in England. You only, how old are you now? 7? 8? Yeah, 8. Yeah. We have to organize a coup. We have to organize a coup and kill the king, and so you can become the king. You see what I mean? I've got a plan. I've got a plan. That's the only way. There's no other way. You're black. You're not white like Harry. You're not like William.
But you'll get your head chopped off if you get
Kill the king.
Yeah.
But there will be no king. I'll be the only king. Well, we will have the power.
How about my mom?
Huh?
How about my mom?
She'll become the queen mother. Guys, this is not going to happen, right? We're just in a fantasy world. So as I'm saying, make your children dream. Ask your children to work hard. Ask your children to read, to be good at maths and English. Ask them to give their best. If they want to be, I remember when I was in Africa, they used to say to me, if you're a street cleaner, if you're a nurse, be the best nurse that ever existed on the planet. If you're a barber, be the best barber that ever existed. If you want to be a hairdresser, be the best hairdresser that ever existed. If you want to be a bus driver, be the best bus driver that ever existed. Because that is what makes you leave a positive print, a positive signature to your existence or to your passage in this world. Because we're all going to die, but what are we going to leave as legacy? Yeah. What are we going to leave as a legacy? What are we going to leave as, as a heritage? Is what we have done, what we have achieved, the legacy we have left behind. Our children our work, our whatever we have built, our estate, of course, but also the knowledge that we've managed to pass to others, or the creativity that we brought to this world. So that's the challenge for you. Today is a blessed day for me. It's a very good day for me, because this news got me out of depression. And you, if you're depressed, that you should also use example and use it as a motivation to get out of depression. When I came to this country, I was only about 24 years old, and I am a doctor or whatever, but and studied business. I went to college, and then I went to uni. I did an access course, and I went to uni, and I initially I have a degree. I had a A level in maths and French, and well, we study English as well, and science, whatever. So I went to uni here, and I studied business math and multimedia technology, Manchester Metropolitan University, and graduated there in 2006. But ever since, I've been working for myself. So for the last 17 years, I've been working for my own business. And I could have become a prime minister if I wanted to. School was not a problem for me. Education was not a problem for me. But I had pressure. Like any other African, they will have pressure because they left the family behind, and they need to look after the family. They need to look after the mom, the father, the brothers, the sisters, sometimes the cousin, sometimes the uncles. They have to look literally after everyone, because everyone down there in Africa see the diaspora as their own social service. We are the social service for the people back home in Africa. Every diasporan is a social service agent for the people there. The difference is we pay it in person. We give that money in person. When somebody needs education, when somebody needs hospital fees, when somebody needs accommodation, somebody needs to send the children to school, they will call their brother or sister in the diaspora. So in Africa, it has now become a project, a life project, to get for each family to have somebody who lives abroad in a Western world. So everyone is trying their best, and that's why you see chaos in the Sahara Desert and stuff, and in the Mediterranean Sea, where people are drowning, dying, because they're trying to get to Europe here. There is a crisis here in the UK. We have a healthcare crisis. We have a hospital NHS crisis. There are lack of nurses, lack of carers, because the UK did the Brexit, and Brexit was sold under the pretext that this is going to help the UK to have more jobs for people here. And what happened? Well, we need workers. Now we're inviting people to come in and be carers. We invite people to come in to be nurses and stuff. So Brexit was a lie after all, because today, with everything that's going on, Britain is suffering. Mainly, Brexit makes Britain's position a lot worse, and we can't say that Brexit was positive. Perhaps it will be positive in 20 years' time. Yes, but Rishi Sunak is going to be the next prime minister from next Friday, and he'll be there in power for at least 2 mandates. So till at least 2030, Rishi Sunak will still be prime minister. If you doubt it, let's wait and see. So that's it. You tell me what you know, what you think. But parent, tell your children to study the lessons and be best in school. That's the only way they can open every single door that could have been closed. With their degree, with their qualification, with their knowledge, with their experience, with their ambition, they will succeed. God help you all. God bless you all. And I shall see you in the next video. The debate will continue in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe. Please, please, we need your support. That's it. Stop the video, Mr. Blessing, the next King of England.
X button.
Yeah. The next King of England. You're the next King of England, right? Aren't you?
Yeah.
Are you? Right. Okay. You're gonna take this one and continue with this one. Continue with that one. Oh God. You didn't stop it. Stop it.
Okay.
Write something there, the next King of England. Oh, is it written already?
No.
Right, done. Right, take that one, turn the camera round, you know what, how to flip it, yeah?
Yeah.
And point it at me. Right, I'm gonna speak in French now. Alors les gars, aujourd'hui là, j'ai une vidéo assez hyper. D'abord pour commencer, première question. Quand est-ce qu'on aura le premier président noir en France? Deuxième question. Quand est-ce qu'on aura le premier ministre noir, ministre noir en France? Quand est-ce qu'on aura un ministre en France? You don't move when you do the video. When you watch videos there, do you see people just moving? You can't keep it stable, steady. Alors, en Angleterre ici, la première exclusivité mondiale, je vous le dis, en Angleterre, le prochain premier ministre sera un étranger, le fils d'un étranger. Rishi Sunak, le fils d'un Indien, pauvre Indien, qui a émigré ici dans les années, je ne sais pas, 30 ou 40, devient là le premier ministre de l'Angleterre. Ça, c'est une leçon pour la diaspora africaine. Ça, c'est une leçon pour nous qui avons des enfants qui grandissent ici. Utilisez cette vidéo comme une motivation. Utilisez ce message comme une motivation pour vos enfants, pour qu'ils puissent exceller partout où ils sont. Parce que là, c'est la victoire, n'est-ce pas, c'est-à-dire du savoir-faire, du génie sur le racisme. Oui, grâce à son génie, on ne pouvait pas se passer de lui. On a tout essayé. On a voulu faire revenir même Boris Johnson. C'est lui qui devait être élu comme Premier ministre lorsque Liz Truss a été élue comme Premier ministre. Elle ne le méritait pas. Et elle l'a prouvé. En 45 jours, elle a fait le record. Elle démissionne. Pourtant, le gars a démontré les preuves. Il a montré les preuves pendant Covid. C'est lui qui a sorti le plan, n'est-ce pas, de sauvegarde, le plan, n'est-ce pas, d'aide financière pour Covid, qui a bien fonctionné. Le premier plan en Occident, ça a été fait en Angleterre. Et ça a été copié partout dans le monde. Alors cet homme était l'homme le plus nanti, intellectuellement, pour mener l'Angleterre hors de des difficultés du moment. On a Brexit. On a eu le Brexit, oui. On a eu la pandémie, Covid. Et maintenant, on a la guerre en Ukraine. Et on est dans une situation économique catastrophique. Il est l'homme de la situation. Tout le monde le sait. Mais on ne l'a pas voté parce qu'il était noir. Il était noir, bon, ou pakistanais. Donc, maintenant que la femme qu'ils ont votée a échoué, ils étaient obligés de prendre le gars. Et c'est lui le favori. Mais même comme il était le favori, on a essayé encore de le faucher. On est allé déterrer Boris Johnson, qui était le premier ministre déchu, qui a démissionné par rapport à des scandales, pour le ramener dans la course. Et ça, c'était, n'est-ce pas, c'était un moyen de stopper le fils de l'Indien dans sa quête du poste de Premier ministre. Parce qu'en ramenant Boris Johnson, ils ont mis toutes les batteries en marche. On a commencé à pomper les messages sur les réseaux sociaux, sur les médias mainstream, partout. Ah, Boris Johnson va revenir. Oui, oui, les gens l'aiment beaucoup. Vraiment, il est populaire. On te dit que c'est les mêmes médias là qui ont vilipendé ce gars, qui ont fait en sorte qu'il démissionne. Tu ne vas pas croire. Les médias ont détesté ce gars depuis le premier jour qu'il est venu au pouvoir. Mais ils font semblant. L'hypocrisie de ça. Et donc là maintenant, Boris Johnson décide de retirer sa candidature parce qu'en fait, le parti est divisé. Et si on le remet au pouvoir, il ne va pas rassembler le parti. Et donc, les gens du parti sont revenus à la raison. Les membres du Parlement du parti sont revenus à la raison. Et ils ont sûrement conseillé d'abandonner la course. Et donc, du coup, Rishi Sunak reste le seul capable de gagner, le favori. Mais il y a d'autres candidats. Peut-être il y a une dame là qui est candidate, mais elle ne peut pas tenir le coup. Donc Rishi Sunak sera le premier ministre britannique d'origine étrangère, d'origine indienne, et qui va révolutionner l'économie, qui va changer l'économie, qui va faire sortir la Grande-Bretagne des difficultés financières dans lesquelles elle se trouve. Peut-être celui qui va arrêter la guerre. Eh bien les gars, je vous demande d'utiliser cette vidéo comme une motivation. Je vous demande d'utiliser cette information comme une motivation parce que on est ici en Occident, on se plaint tous les jours du racisme, partout on travaille, vous vous êtes plaint, je me suis plaint, tout le monde s'est plaint. Mais le racisme ne peut pas vaincre le talent. Donc, dites à vos enfants d'avoir le talent, dites à vos enfants de rechercher le talent. Et avec le talent, ils seront incontournables. Le racisme ne peut pas vaincre le talent. Donc, j'en ai terminé là pour aujourd'hui. Bonne journée à vous. Et à bientôt. C'était le Banin de Yingi. Vous verrez cela vendredi, ça sera confirmé. Le vote, les candidatures, je pense que le vote aura lieu aujourd'hui, lundi, à 12 h. Le Premier ministre qui sera élu va prendre les fonctions vendredi, ce vendredi. Et ce sera Rishi Sunak. Parce que c'est lui qui a fait tous les autres plans budgétaires, tous les autres plans, tous les autres... le système en place même, c'est lui qui est derrière ça. Donc il sait comment faire pour... Et le marché va répondre de manière positive. Maintenant, la livre sterling va remonter. Donc, dites-moi ce que vous pensez en commentaire. On se plaint. Mais moi, la question que j'ai, et je vous la pose encore, y a-t-il déjà eu un premier ministre noir en France ou bien pakistanais ou indien ou étranger? Bon, je ne sais pas. Non blanc. Algérien, peut-être, oui. Il y en a eu, oui. Mais noir alors, jamais. Y a-t-il déjà eu un premier ministre noir? Jamais. Quand est-ce qu'on aura un premier ministre noir en France? Ce sera dans 100 ans, dans 200 ans. Quand est-ce qu'on aura un président noir en France? Ah, certains diront jamais. Vous voyez donc que après les États-Unis, c'est l'Angleterre. Voilà les deux pays où, certes, il y a le racisme existe encore, mais où le racisme est combattu. Le racisme est en train d'être combattu. Le racisme est en train d'être diminué. Le racisme est en train d'être affaibli. Ce n'est pas que le racisme va finir avec l'élection d'Obama. Vous le voyez, ce n'est pas fini, mais ça quand même fait changer les choses. La preuve, c'est que quand Black Lives Matter fait maintenant une manifestation, on a beaucoup de blancs, on a beaucoup de non-noirs qui sont dedans, qui rentrent, surtout jeunes, ils sont très jeunes, dans la danse et qui supportent et qui défendent les droits des Noirs. On espère que avec cette information de Rishi Sunak qui est le fils d'un immigré, et d'ailleurs il y a une vidéo virale qui passe partout, qui est partagée sur mon mur Facebook, où un Anglais de souche accuse Rishi Sunak qui n'est pas britannique, en fait qui n'est pas britannique de souche et qui ne devait pas être Premier ministre pour ces raisons-là. Mais non, son talent a vaincu les préjugés sur ses origines, sur sa couleur de peau, sur... oui, sur sa personne, sur ce qu'il est, sur son identité. Il est anglais pourtant, né en Angleterre. Anglais. De parents, certes, indiens, mais il est anglais. Mais sachez-le, en Europe, ici, on parle souvent des Pakistanais et tout ça, mais de tous ces gens-là de l'Asie, les Indiens sont les plus performants, ils sont les plus riches, mais ils ne font pas trop de bruit. Par contre, les Pakistanais, eux, ils font beaucoup de bruit. Les autres Arabes font beaucoup de bruit, mais les Indiens, qui ne sont pas arabes, bien sûr, oui, mais qui sont asiatiques, ils ne font pas assez de bruit. Ils ont les meilleurs ingénieurs, les meilleurs docteurs, les meilleurs philosophes, écrivains, tout ce que vous pouvez imaginer. Au final, le dénominateur commun, c'est le savoir. Inculquez le savoir à vos enfants. Utilisez cette vidéo comme motivation. Utilisez les Barack Obama, les Rishi Sunak comme motivation pour vos enfants. Parce qu'on a ce problème-là ici. Les enfants ne sont pas concentrés. Ils ne donnent pas du temps à l'école. Et ils sont toujours dans les réseaux sociaux. Ils font des trucs. En fait, ils se laissent aller avec des amis. Ils prennent et ne veulent rien faire de leur vie. Ça pose problème. Donc, je vous remercie beaucoup. Bonne journée à vous. Bon début de semaine. C'était le banner de Yingi. Le débat continue en commentaire. Mes chroniqueurs et mes chroniqueuses. Ciao, ciao. See you later. Hasta la vista, baby.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.